Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing the July edition of the 2020 governor races, or the gubernatorial races, whatever you shall call it. So let's start going ahead and fill out the safe states to the Democrats first. Some safe states that I'm going to go with: Washington. Jay Inslee really doesn't have that strong of opposition. I think the only two notable candidates I can think of is Phil Fortunato and Tim Eyman. Delaware, again, John Carney. Pretty strong Democrat, especially for Delaware, and Joe Biden is on the ticket, which will help him down ballot. Some safe Republican states: Utah, North Dakota, Indiana, Vermont, and New Hampshire. These five governors: Spencer Cox, Doug Burgum, Eric Holcomb, Phil Scott, and Chris Sununu are all pretty safe. Last poll had Sununu up by 39. Not going to happen, but it would be if he's really going to win by 39. That should be really telling for the general. Now start filling out the rest of these other two states. Missouri will be likely. Nicole Galloway is a strong candidate, and this is Mike Parsons' first attempt at an election, or at least a statewide election. And the lieutenant governors who have just been who rose to power without being elected doesn't do all that too well first time around. Second time around they do pretty well if they're popular enough, but the first time around, I don't think there's ever been an opportunity where a state like Missouri hasn't been above 10 for a lieutenant governor rising. Another state is North Carolina, my home state. Roy Cooper will win by 2 to 3, if not 4. I hear a lot of people saying a lot of people are upset with Roy Cooper, but at this point in time, I don't think Dan Forest will win. I think in a worst case scenario for the Democrats, he'd win, but in a best case scenario, it'd be safe. It'd be safe in a best case scenario. But right now I have it as lean. He's very popular, a lot more popular than Pat McCrory was. He's got a 46% approval rating. Pat McCrory at this time had like a 38, 37. So not good at all. Now it could be telling that Roy Cooper was barely able to beat Pat McCrory. It's really telling. I know there are a lot of McCrory voters in 2012 that voted for Cooper. Maybe they'll switch over for Forest. I know I'm one of those people. I'm just a supporter, not a voter yet. I won't be a voter till 2021. But another state is going to be West Virginia. I think that'll be likely. Jim Justice doesn't have that strong of an opponent, and he's becoming more and more popular among the conservatives and voters in West Virginia since this coronavirus thing happened. One of the few Republican governors actually being more popular as it's going on. Of course, that could decline. We could see Steve Bullock's approval drop. We could see Roy Cooper's approval drop. If Steve Bullock's approval drops, he won't win the Montana Senate race. I'm just going to let you know that right now. And if Roy Cooper's approval rating drops, it really just depends. Like, if it drops down to where Pat McCrory was at back in 2016, he'll lose the election, which is what a lot of people who know what they're talking about is hoping for. And finally, Montana. Montana is probably the most watched governor race right now because they had a very popular Democratic governor, and we're seeing the most, and it's not the most popular, but one of the more popular lieutenant governors running in his place against a very popular reporter body slammer, if I might say so, the meme king at the moment for politics. I'm just kidding. But as of right now, I think it can go either way. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think Mike Cooney is going to barely edge out a victory, and then when Montana's congressional districts, I think they're gaining electoral votes. Matt Rosendale and Greg Gianforte will represent Montana's 1st and 2nd districts, so I'm going to give it to Mike Cooney. I do believe he will win. I don't know if he'll be a popular governor or not. We'll just have to wait and find out. And if he's not, he'll lose re-election to Tim Fox or whoever. But there's the governor maps right now. We have Republicans have 26 seats in the gubernatorial races, and Democrats have 24 governor seats. I know there's not any flips on this map. Now, a lot of people are saying that Montana could flip. Absolutely. For the longest time, I thought New Hampshire was going to flip, and then I started doing more research and thought, oh, I'm just being ignorant. There are a lot of people hoping North Carolina can flip. It can flip. Roy Cooper is at a below-average approval governor. He is. He's a below-average approval. The average approval rating for a governor in July is 50%. and Roy Cooper is at 46-47 at the moment. So he can be beaten. You just have to turn out. Missouri could flip as well. Nicole Galloway is a stronger candidate than what people expect. But anyway, West Virginia could be safe at the end of the day. It'll most likely go into the safe column. But anyway, guys, this is the Caddick One saying peace.